Number 5. Starting off our list is one of my personal favorite games, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. While in hindsight the game's story really had a couple of standout moments, these were complemented by some really good twists and turns about 75% of the way through the game's campaign, which was hard to come across in the game prior to 2004, so I felt they did a really good job on that. If you're into Star Wars games and open world games, I'd recommend picking this up. It may be slightly dated, but it's still a great game. Number 4. Coming in at number 4, we have Dishonored, and Dishonored is not only an interesting game because of its unique art style and gameplay, but also because of its riveting story, which I was quite surprised at. And unfortunately, there has not been a sequel to this game yet, and I'm really hoping they make one soon. Its characters are all fleshed out, and the story is complemented by the grim scenarios and atmospheric setting. I'd recommend you picking this one up if you haven't played it yet. You won't be disappointed, or at least renting it because it's still a great game. Number 3. At number 3, we have the original Bioshock. Bioshock wasn't a game I was expecting to have a good story, but it ended up having one of the most enjoyable stories I've ever experienced in a game. It was complemented by a very detailed and very grim environment, and Bioshock's story will truly hook you within the first 10 minutes of starting up because of its very, very unique opening and very cinematic opening for a game from 2007. It's aided by an amazing twist about 80% through the story, and Bioshock really deserves to be in every true gamer's collection, or at least a rental for people who are curious about what a masterpiece this game is. Number 2. Coming in at number 2, we have The Last of Us. Now, The Last of Us has a story that combines a little bit of everything. Like the original Bioshock, The Last of Us will hook you in within the first few minutes, and it won't let you go. It's excellently paced and doesn't have one hiccup in its entire 20 to 30 hour single player campaign, which is actually a lot for a third-person shooter. If there was one drawback in its storytelling, it would have to be the fact that it recycles several zombie cliches, and more than once I got the impression that I was watching an episode of The Walking Dead. It does do that from time to time, but other than that, it is a masterpiece. And number 1. And coming in at number 1, we have Bioshock Infinite. Now, Bioshock Infinite takes the top spot when it comes to the best story in all of gaming because of its riveting journey that actually takes up a notch compared to the original Bioshock game, but not only having one plot twist, but three, and they're all very well made. And it does this while still maintaining a strong single-player campaign with a gorgeous environment and very detailed characters. Complementing its story is the engaging gameplay with standout gadgets like the Skyhook and many variations of the powers that were granted to the player in the first two Bioshock games, and it's something I would highly recommend if you just want to play a single-player FPS game that is really good.